of the Church of Christ or Iglesia ni Cristo.
Good day, everyone. Welcome to INCRadio Micronesia. I'm your host for tonight, Sister Marisol Soria, coming to you from the island of Guam, locale congregation of After Heights. But I am not alone because today we're going to be talking about the flavors of the islands here in Micronesia. So I'm also joined by three other sisters coming from Saipan. First and foremost, Sister Julian.
Hello, everyone. I'm Sister Julian Myers from the local congregation of Saipan, and I'm so happy to be back here once again in INC Radio. And we've got something so special, such a nice topic to talk about today. Don't you agree, Sister Bam?
Agree, but if you guys don't know me, my name is Sister Vam, also from the locale of Saipan, and I am one of your YouTube engagers tonight. And I'm so excited to see what everybody has to say in the live chat, especially about today's topic. And I'm not alone, I have another YouTube engager as well, Sister Gwen.
Greetings, Micronesia. I am Sister Gwen Timo from the locale of Saipan, and tonight I am joined with Sister Bam as one of your YouTube engagers for tonight.
Alrighty, so everyone has met everyone on air for today's topic. We are so lucky, sisters, to be living in this beautiful paradise of an area here on Earth. And, you know, when people think of island flavors, they have certain things that come to mind. But I think it's safe to say that the island flavors here in Micronesia are unique still here within itself. So if you were to describe the island flavor of Micronesia to someone, what would you think of? What kind of words or certain flavors would you use?
For me, Sister Maricel, I think a lot of the local food here is like spicy. There's also some that are sweet, but most of them would be savory.
I agree. That's such a great point. I think, you know, sometimes when people think of island flavors, they tend to lean towards sweeter vibes, I guess. But I think here in Micronesia, when you say island flavor, you got to watch out for that pica, that spice. How about you, Sister Jillian?
For me, I would describe it as flavorful, because there's like a lot of flavors that you can taste even from just one dish that you are eating.
And it's very unique. Before I moved here, I didn't taste anything like food
Yeah.
here in Micronesia.
I think the reason why I also love island foods, like the foods here in our district, is because maybe it has a similar taste to our Filipino culture foods.
That's a really good segue, you know. The Micronesia is one of the most diverse, I think safe to say one of the most diverse areas, most diverse districts, regions of the entire world. We have so many countries that are included within this small region, though we may be separated by a lot of water. We all still have similar flavors, but still a lot of diversity. So with that being said, what dish do you think best represents the culture on your island? So over there in Saipan.
For me, Sister Marcel, I'd probably say chicken kilogram. I think it's such a staple here in Saipan, and it's always the gatherings, potluck, like fiestas, or even just family dinners. And I think what I love about it is that it really reflects like island vibes, like the chicken kilogram. And what I love about it too is that it has simple ingredients and it gives like such fresh flavors.
Oh my goodness, sister, I super agree. Actually, chicken kilogram is I think that was the first chamorro dish that I ever tried. My husband, Brother Neil, he cooked it for me in one of our first dates way, way back. And I was like, wow, I've never tasted something like this before. And for those of our listeners who have never had it, especially if you're not currently living in Micronesia, Sister Jillian, how would you describe that dish to someone and tell them what it was?
Like, how was your chicken calagan? Your first launch?
Oh, the first time I tried it, I'm not okay. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not the type of person to like eat those kind of foods. But when I tried it, it was just so good that when I was eating it, I was like, wow, this is so good. And I think
It
that
is
was
so
the reaction, and I think when it was also there with me.
Yeah, I remember trying it first in school. It's so good. It was like a mix of spicy, but also sweet and also sour. It's like you cannot even guess how it was made, but it's really good, especially in combination with the bread that it comes with.
I know. We're really hyping up chicken Kelaguen. So let's describe what it is for our listeners, right? So it's grilled chicken and it's shredded and it's mixed with coconut, right? Green onion, local peppers, and lemon juice. Am I missing anything, sisters? Okay, I think we got it. So imagine all
Then
of
I
that.
I think it's usually paired with the bread. I think they call it tatizas, if I'm
Yep.
correct.
That's so true. And
Yeah.
the tatisas can be made by different things that we find here on the island. Like we have manhut tatisas, which are my personal favorite, which is coconut flour. We have our lenmai or breadfruit tatisas, which Sister Gwen's going to talk more about later. So we have one dish down, but we have three more to talk about with everyone. So Sister Bam, I think she has another one that she wants to talk about.
Something that pairs really well with Julian's answer is cocoa. For me, something it's something I see a lot at parties that I to hear, and honestly, I've never heard of it before I got here as well because it has such a unique flavor. Because I know a lot of people are very familiar with. That's the closest thing I can compare it to because it's like it's sweet, but at the same time, it has that spiciness in the back.
Yeah, and the thing is, oh, wait. Oh yeah. I think I first tried that. I first tried cocoa at it was a school event in my previous school, and it was so nice that I suddenly started talking to someone like a stranger because of how good it was.
Well, is that
It is that good. Because ever since I tried that, I've been craving it so much. And I even remember when there was a guardia in our locale, there was also once, and I think Bam was also there with me and our other friends. We all ate it together too.
I think that's so funny because the first time that I tried cocoa was actually with Uncle Arlene, and we were at a mango celebration in one of the villages here in Guam. And cocoa comes in so many different forms, right? Like you can have cocoa made out of papaya or cucumber, mango. So it's kind of like pickled, like what Sister Ben mentioned, kimchi, but it can be you kind of get that spice, but also the refreshing part of that fruit or vegetable. And you can really eat it like chips, right? Like if you like spicy chips, you're gonna like cocoa and it's healthier for you too. Really good choice, Sister Bam. I love that dish. What about you, Sister Kim?
For me now, I want to mention dessert because I feel like to, the dessert here in Micronesia is really, or I guess it's not as explored from like outside the world. So I'd really like to mention what's actually usually grown here or seen here. I think also in Guam, like Sister Marisol mentioned before, they have breadfruit, and it's usually paired with coconut milk, and it's so good. And then also I really like how my mom made it, like a kamote Q. So good.
Mm, that sounds amazing. I have yet to try it, but I really want to try it the way that you described your mom makes it. That sounds amazing. So I didn't know that it could be used as a dessert, Sister Gwen. I think I've only ever heard of people using it as like their starch, sort of like potato. So that's
Yeah,
awesome that you're able to make that.
I've actually never tried breadfruit like for savory. I usually have for dessert, so I really want to try this in savory dishes too.
Yeah, and I've seen in the grocery store that sometimes they make tortillas or tortillas out of it too. So there's so many diverse uses for breadfruit. So that's one of the local ingredients that we use here in Micronesia, here on the islands of Guam and Saipan. But that's not the only one. You know, there's a lot of other ones. One that I usually cook with is coconut, which you know is a universal island flavor, you could say. But I think I've never used it to make a bread or like a carb until moving here to Micronesia, and we started making our tortillas out of it. So that was pretty cool. What's your favorite local ingredient, Sister Van?
Um, I don't really have the answer because I like all the food here on site. How about you, Sister Glenn?
Good job. Okay. So for me, it's definitely lemon and fresh grated coconut. And I feel like those two show up in a lot of local dishes here, like chicken kilogan, right? The bread, there's a taste of coconut in it, and there's just always this balance of like tangy and like creamy flavors that just hits different. And the coconut just like really adds that like rich texture and like a tropical feel.
Yes, so true. I think the ingredient that I'm gonna mention, just because it is in both these dishes that I want to spotlight for our region of the world, is a chuete. So it's used in both coloring our red rice, flavoring our red rice, and also our empanadas, right? So, empanadas. I came from Florida, and Florida has all sorts of empanadas, but I have never had empanadas like how we have it here in Micronesia. They're extra crunchy, extra flavorful, and always best when they're spicy. And they look super different too. You can never mistake that red color for a chamorro empanada. So super good. If you were to describe what red rice tastes like here in Micronesia, how would you describe that, Sister? Oh, I think we may not, we may have a technical difficulty with Sister Gwen. So how about you, Sister Jillian? How would you describe red rice to someone not from Micronesia?
Um,
It's a tough question.
that's really a tough question, but I just say full because it makes me feel full after eating it because it's like also really good. Like the flavor in the rice is like scrumptious.
It's kind of become
Yeah.
a necessity for us because it's everywhere, right? Like
Yeah.
even here at some restaurants, people if like visitors were to come, they're gonna think like, oh, what's red rice? But then all the locals here are just like, oh, it's like, you eat it with your ulam,
Yeah.
right?
It's really good with chicken too.
Yes, that's so true. I actually prefer my barbecue with red rice now over white rice. The red rice always goes out first at the potluck. All right, sisters, awesome job. So last off, our district is not just composed of the islands of Guam and Saipan. We have so many other islands. So I personally have not had the pleasure of experiencing any other dishes from the other islands, but I think Sister Gwen has. So, Sister Gwen, what is your favorite dish from the other islands? And which
I
island is
have
it?
an honorary mention for the island of Tinian because this is basically the love of my life for food. And I have it, I would say, like with almost every dish. So I have here is Tinian pepper. So delish. It's actually really spicy, so don't use too much. But I have this with almost everything. It's so good. I would say I even eat it with Filipino food like bulalo or sinigang and even adobo. It's so good. I really recommend if you guys could get your hands on this. Yes.
So, Sister Gwen, how do you use it? Do you use it like a dipping sauce or do you cook with it?
Okay, so for my soup, I usually mix it in the soup, and then for adobo, I mix it with my rice and the sauce.
Mm. And what makes it different from other hot sauces?
I'm actually okay, so we have the hot pepper, vinegar, salt, and garlic. But I would say it's also like kind of sweet and savory. I guess maybe from the garlic, but it's really good.
Ooh, we definitely have to try some. That would be a good pasalubong idea, Sister Gwen. All right, awesome. So we definitely have to try that from Tinian. And that wraps up our conversation on the flavors of the islands here in Micronesia. But we want to continue it with our comments and from our viewers there in the YouTube engagement section. So for that, we're going to go to Sister Bam and Sister Gwen.
Hey, Team Live Chat! Thank you for supporting us. We love hearing about your experiences here on INCRadio. Let us also know where you are joining us from.
Are you familiar with our hashtag challenge? If not, you can also participate by mentioning your local congregation as well as which Christian family organization you belong to.
Near the end of our broadcast, we will announce the hashtag challenge winners, so please continue engaging with us in the comments below. We hope you have a nice day and enjoy our show.
Thank you so
Alrighty.
much, po, Kuya Tek. Now we'll pass the mic to Sister Bam to read all of your wonderful comments.
So during our conversation, I've been seeing everybody in our live chat. And so to start us off, we have Brother Joven Sophia Jr. saying, "Hello po and good evening, INCRadio Micronesia. Greetings to all the ministerial workers and their families po. Good evening to all the officers and brethren here in the District of Micronesia." We also have Brother Julius Malabanan saying, "Happy viewing to all the brethren in the District of Micronesia, especially to our District Minister Kadjoven Superior Jr. and his family, and to all the ministers and evangelical workers and their families." We'll also have Brother Roger Manzanilla Jr. saying, "Greetings from hashtag Guam. Hello po to our District Minister Kadjoven Superior Jr. and our Assistant District Minister Julius Malabanan. Happy belated birthday po to Ka Sydney." We also have Brother Roger Villegas Jr. saying, "Good evening po to our District Minister, Brother Joven Superior Jr. and family po. Good evening to our Assistant District Minister, Brother Julius Malabanan and family po."
And we also have for our birthday greetings, we have Sister Gina de Guzman saying, "Hello po, Ka Joey. Happy birthday, man po. Happy advanced birthday po to Ka Joey." And we also have Brother Matt Pasha saying, as a remark, happy belated birthday to Sister Jade for her wondrous day back in June po. Happy birthday, Sister Jade. And we also have Sister Randy Reyes saying, advance happy birthday po to my dad, Caldito, and to her mom po. They're both July celebrants. But happy birthday po to Ate Randy's parents. And we have for the YouTube question answers.
So since you guys are looking forward to it, our YouTube engagement question was, what is your all-time favorite dish from your island? And I was so happy to see everybody's answers because it made me really hungry. But we have Brother Julius Malabanan saying, "The best local food I enjoy is the butter chicken and chicken curry with naan bread, including the Chamorro sausages and their fried rice." And we also have Sister Jade Pasha saying, "My all-time favorite dish is adobo." You really can't go wrong with adobo.
Exactly.
I have tasted different kinds from our island of Saipan and from the creation of our people from the Philippines. And I remember one time in class, our teacher made us bring dishes that represented our culture. And it was a delicious range from chicken teleguin to 3 containers of lumpia. We have Brother Mark Kerlancha saying, "Barbecue!" We have Sister Erin Villegas saying she likes cocoa. They usually have pickled cucumber or some fruit like mango and apple. We have Brother Matt Pasha saying, "For my favorite dish, as someone who hasn't tried a lot, I do like empanadas and spare ribs like they like to offer here at Saipan." We also have a few brethren saying that they love red rice. And we have Sister Gina de Guzman saying, "For me, burro is fermented fish, kind of like kimchi, but fish." Well, that made me so hungry. But we have a lot of greetings from the local of Garapan, Cobblerville, Corpulao, Machanao, Saipan, Chigo, all around our district.
And also shout outs from other districts, starting off with Brethren, Nate, Lorraine Vivano saying, happy watching po mula sa lokal ng Ayat, Distrito ng Masbate. And we also have someone watching from Pampanga, from Negros Occidental, Sister Carmelita Santos saying, happy watching po mula sa lokal ng Banga Distrito ng San Carlos City, Distrito ng Negros Occidental. So thank you so much to everyone who put out their answers. And it's really, really nice to hear from all of you. And do not worry if we didn't get to read your comments because there is always a next time. So, all right, now let's now head back to our discussion. Sister Gwen, over to you.
Now we want to go forward with our CFO in action.
CFO in action.
Thank you so much, Kuya Tech. So first, I want to mention the activities we had today. First, we had our Valorant e-games local round. Very nice. I hope who wins? Okay, then next we had our Garapan Nature Walk, which was also held today from the locale of Garapan. Then upcoming in lineup, we have 5th e-games district round for Valorant. And then we also have on July 5th, G-Gold CWS activity, time to draw. We also have on July 5th, once again, Coblerville Nature Walk. Lastly, July 5th, CBI Special Gathering. July 6th, Guam Sports Clinic for badminton. Also, July 6th, District Community Games, basketball and volleyball for Saipan region. Then next up for July 12th, GIGO Basic Math Tutorial, along with on July 12th, Will Fun Run and Walk. Next, I'll pass the mic to Sister Marisol for our invitation to next week's broadcast.
Thanks, Sister Gwen. We always love hearing about everything that's going on here in our district. So exciting, always staying busy in the works of the Lord. So up next, we have our show for next week. We'd like to invite everyone to join us again for next week's topic. We're going to be learning about Let's Cook from Your Book. So more food topics and more learning about what our brethren love to not just eat, but also cook. So we look forward to hearing from everyone next week as well. Now, we can't end our show without taking the time to thank everyone that helps us make it happen every week. And for that, we're going to go to Sister Bam.
We would like to thank our beloved Executive Minister, Brother Eduardo V. Manalo, our Deputy Executive Minister, Brother Angelo Arana Manalo.
Then we'd also like to greet and thank our Assistant District Minister, Brother Julius Malabanan, our CFO Overseer, Brother Roger Manzilio Jr., along with our District Multimedia Advisor, Brother Roger Villegas Jr.
We would also like to extend our greetings and thank you to our crew members in the island of Saipan, Sister Bam, Sister Bennett, Sister Julian, Brother Matt, and Brother Job. And in the island of Guam, Sister Arlene, Sister Anne, Sister Marisol, Sister Randy, Brother Michael, Brother Sean, and also Sister Faye. And also to our station manager, Brother Wally Taray, and to our executive producer, Brother Emmanuel Ambaya.
We also want to thank our crew tech for staying up with us there in the Philippines and helping us run today's show. So with that wraps up our show for tonight. It's always a fast 30 minutes with everyone here because it's so much fun here in the District of Micronesia. So with that, we'd like to say goodnight and see you next time.